Who says it's too late to put fresh, impactful ideas into action for this year? It's only the first month of the second half of the year. Since no one argued that it was impossible, stay tuned as you're surely going to be inspired by this new video. Welcome to Luxury Wire, wired to be inspired. And for that, let's take a look at 15 inspiring ideas that you may still put into practice this year in order to make some awesome changes to your life. It's never too late to start something anew, okay? So let's go ahead and get going. First, have a truly remarkable week. If everything in your life were ideal, a fantastic job, a fulfilling life, a terrific body, and possibly even a wonderful relationship, who wouldn't want that? You probably have an ideal picture of how that version of yourself would seem, speak, and move. So why not do it for a week? That sounds kind of silly, doesn't it? What do you have to lose then? Should be the real question. None of it. What would your ideal self version do? So, resolve that first, then figure it out. Would that person give their all to achieve their aspirations? Would that person be less preoccupied with the things you can't control? Act as though experiencing this outstanding week will help you see the kind of person you want to become and will motivate you to take active steps to reach this ideal version of yourself, or, let's be honest, as near to it as possible. You may launch a successful career by acting in this manner. The second is digital minimalism. Let's be honest, do you require access to your phone at all times? Obviously not. You can practice digital minimalism by choosing a certain time of day or day of the week to decide not to use your phone, laptop, game console, headphones, or any other digital devices unless you absolutely need to. Start by putting down your phone and social media for a few hours. Don't worry about what's popular right now, you can always check it out when you go online again. Digital simplicity reduces noise and distractions while promoting concentration. So why not give it a shot? You won't regret that you did. Third, record your thoughts through writing. Did you know that one of the finest ways to develop your intellect is by writing? If you didn't, you certainly do now. You can gather your thoughts by writing things down, which then makes it easier for you to view things more clearly. It's also simpler to analyze your thoughts after you've written them down, and you can see how particular thoughts are influencing your way of living. You can maintain track of information by writing it down. You can look back at prior entries in a diary to discover how you were feeling 4 months ago or 4 years ago. If it was something bad, you could look back and see how far you've come. So go ahead and create a journal for yourself using a notebook. Fourth, spend time with your loved ones. Although you undoubtedly already know this, it doesn't hurt to be reminded. Your folks won't always be there. This is not designed to frighten you into taking action. It's just a friendly reminder that since your loved ones won't be around forever, spending time with them is important. It's simple to get caught up in the cycle of work, and more work and disregard the value of making time for your loved ones. In reality, did you know that your formative years are when you'll spend the most time with your parents? Additionally, if you have graduated from college, it practically means that you will only see your parents sometimes going forward. It only makes sense that you make those moments count and that you create as many of them as you can. At number 5, invest in many forms of riches. We all essentially see wealth as having more money than we need to meet our requirements when we were young. We likely believe that it meant owning the most luxurious homes, automobiles, and maybe even a private jet to keep things more special. What we fail to realize is that there are other types of riches. Pursuing only financial wealth can prevent you from discovering the others. We have social wealth, which primarily revolves around your relationships and how important they are to you. Physical wealth, which mainly focuses on your physical and mental health, that includes your knowledge, faith, skills, and general well-being. And time wealth, which once lost cannot be regained. Recognize that these various forms of wealth are all equally significant and that you must take concrete steps and actions to master each at these levels. At number 6, establish an intellectual environment. Did you know that participating in thought-provoking conversations is one of the best ways to develop your mind? Yes, that's right. And what makes it even better, by the way? Disagreements. It may sound strange, but constantly agreeing isn't a good sign. Just think about how monotonous it would be if you and your pals always agreed on everything. You should create a group of buddies with whom you can discuss and share thoughts on a variety of topics. And if these debates produce a range of viewpoints, you know you're in the right group of friends. Arguments are a test of your ability to think quickly under pressure, and if they occur frequently, just think of how keen your intellect will become in a short period of time. Also, it is important to be respectful to have a healthy conversation in these kinds of situations. Number 7, read more frequently and consistently. Writing is similar to clearing your mind, and reading is like filling it back up once more. Almost all that humanity has learned throughout the years is included in books, publications, and articles. There is a good possibility that someone has written about whatever it is you want to learn about. Now, isn't that amazing? The onus is then on you to locate this book and read it cover to cover. Reading stimulates your imagination, which then helps you think of new ideas because it does so. Reading more frequently is a positive move you can take if you want to develop your creativity in the second half of the year. Remember, it's not yet too late to get creative. Number 8 on the list is to accomplish something every day. Do you know what a little gains chart is? Most likely not, and the reason I'm stating a little gain is because this term has only been coined very recently. One of the most effective strategies for achieving larger objectives is to track small victories each day. You have effectively made a little gains chart when you make an effort to accomplish these smaller targets, which could be done in writing. Simple objectives like sending out a pitch or finishing a task by day's end could be listed on your little gains chart. And no matter how little you believe your accomplishment is, it wouldn't harm anyone to have a little fun. You deserve it, so get going. Number 9, allow boredom to strike you. Oh no, this will undoubtedly raise some eyebrows. Become bored? Huh? Who said we have to accomplish all at once in a day? That simply makes me want to do nothing. Come on, you need to rest for your body and mind to work correctly. Therefore, it's not a bad idea to allow yourself a little boredom to keep your body and mind in balance. But as you well know, becoming bored is not actually the purpose. The opportunity to force your creativity arises when you are bored. Try it out. Just let your thoughts wander without texting, reading, watching movies, or listening to music. You can sit in a chair and observe the world go by, or you can just lie in bed and look into space. It sounds like 30 minutes daily might be a nice place to start. At number 10, find your true friends and treasure them. Being surrounded by fickle friends is a waste of time. I mean, shouldn't we spend time with those who truly love us for who we are rather than what they might stand to gain from us? This is a wonderful moment to reevaluate your friendships and determine whether or not they are advantageous to you if you ever felt like you're in the wrong social group. It's time to walk away if they aren't. If they are, congratulations, pal. Do everything in your power to maintain this friendship going forward, and most importantly, don't be afraid to express your appreciation for your friends. People always react emotionally strongly to that kind of stuff. Number 11, implement the 30-for-30 strategy. What is the 30-for-30 plan? It's actually the simplest way to become master at something, which is intriguing. The 30-for-30 law states that you should work on a project for 30 days, dedicating 30 minutes each day. If you want to become truly outstanding at it, you would have spent 900 minutes improving at this by the end of the 30 days, and it will undoubtedly have some fruitful outcomes. This is how to build a habit that will be beneficial to your success. At number 12, evaluate your progress. If you don't correctly evaluate your growth, how will you know how much you've improved? You can assess how far you've gone and how much more work you still have to accomplish by evaluating your growth. It's an opportunity to assess which of your strategies have been effective and which haven't. What areas require improvement? What areas do you believe you need to focus on more? A growth evaluation can give you a clearer picture of your direction and the numerous measures you need to take to get there. Number 13, don't take every bit of advice to heart if it isn't yet another concept that raises eyebrows. But you might wonder, refuse to heed advice? I think this entire video is about advice, isn't it? Of course, not all advice is good counsel, and not all advice should be heeded. Sometimes suggestions are simply ways to urge you to view something from a particular perspective. You can consider things from someone else's point of view when they offer advice. Additionally, it presents you with the chance to consider several angles. However, some advice is unapologetically idealistic, and that's just the truth. This is due to the fact that since they aren't involved, they don't have a thorough understanding of the situation and all of its subtleties. Even if they have experienced a comparable circumstance in the past, basing your decisions on someone else's reality might occasionally be misleading. Pick your time to dissect the advice, sift it, and take what will benefit you and your situation rather than swallowing it whole. And here's an advanced tip. Always take the best advice you can get from a variety of sources. Thank me later. At number 14, experiment with new things. If you keep doing the same thing, you shouldn't actually expect different results. Repeatedly combining two chemicals won't produce a different outcome or solution. you'll always get the same one from it. It's sort of the same way with life. There is a good likelihood that the outcomes will remain the same if you keep performing the same things over and over and over again. However, if you occasionally add twists, you'll undoubtedly see the favorable effects quickly. Step out of your comfort zone. You can even experience back discomfort from being so confined in a box. Think beyond that box, go above, ask questions, acquire new skills, and of course, keep a cheerful attitude while doing it. Finally, number 15 is to practice efficient time management. Humans must make the most of their time because it is our most valuable resource. You don't have to complete everything by yourself to save time. Both employing automation technologies and delegation of tasks are excellent choices. Whatever you do, there is undoubtedly a system in place that will allow you to be extremely effective while also saving time. When you need to work, it's essential to remove any distractions from your workplace. You won't work any faster if you spend your valuable time scrolling between social media and working documents. And there you have it then, 15 effective suggestions you can use this year. Do you already practice any of them every day? In the comments section, let us know which ones and how things are going for you. You never know, you might end up sharing these to someone else as well. We appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. It means a lot to us, and please like and hit the bell icon to never miss an upload, and don't forget to subscribe if you found today's videos valuable. We'll see you next time.